Hi everyone, welcome to Third Coast Gaming Radio. Today is April 25th. It's episode 26. I'm joined by my co-host, Austin Taylor. Hey, how's it going? What's up, buddy?
That you are. It's going. It's a Sunday.
All right. I saw those Wario 64 tweets. Is that how you got your vaccine, Austin? I have to know.
No. So like first part vaccine done. I was just getting like frustrated, and that was a link that I just Googled San Antonio coronavirus vaccine, and got the University Health link to it.
Nice. Well, for people who don't
Yeah.
know, Wario 64 tweets out about game deals or like PS5 and Xbox restocks. And I think someone like as a joke like on the hard drive those
Yeah. The satire news site, air quote news
they
site.
were like, "Hey, University Health or the nation whatever teams up with Wario 64 to tell people when the when vaccines are ready." And then I think he just tweeted about it a couple days later. It was kind of weird because he tweeted about San Antonio availability, which was
Yeah.
funny for me.
Yeah, but like if you just Google like San Antonio coronavirus vaccine, you'll get like one of the first links will be to like the University Health coronavirus hub, and if they have appointments available, they will just have big big font that says a vaccine like appointments available, please schedule, and you can go in there and schedule them. So I was able to get one for last Wednesday.
Yeah, and they just had it was just like a bunch of time slots. I showed it to my mom and she was like, "I don't understand how to work this." And I was like, "You just click one and create a username
See
or
the
something
time?
after you see the
You
time."
want that one?
Yeah.
You can get it.
Yeah. We also both Mortal Kombat came out like what, 2 days ago or something.
Yeah,
How'd you
Friday.
like it?
I didn't.
You didn't? I thought it was pretty fun. I thought it was kind of fun.
I think it's a bit too straight-faced to be fun. Like, I think if it plays up how ridiculous Mortal Kombat is, it could have been about as endearing as the original movie, but it didn't do that.
Yeah, I think there are certain moments like the original movie has better than this, but every time Kano talked, I think I was laughing pretty much.
Yeah, like, Kano's an asshole, and he's like the highlight of that movie.
Yeah. It's
Um,
too bad he got killed. Maybe he'll come back. As we know with Mortal Kombat, someone will die and just come back later. It just happens.
well, I mean, yeah, like, I mean, the characters that, like, that movie cares about, uh, have a way to come back, right? Like, if they want to get Melina back, like, there is lore within Mortal Kombat. It's like this is how Melina could come back. Like Kano could come back with like cybernetics because they didn't put cybernetics in Kano in this movie.
No, he unlocked his gosh shit, I already forgot what his
Arcana.
arcana to shoot a laser out of his eye. When he's like, "Oi, Kung Lao, give me that egg roll, mate." And then he gets really angry and he shoots a laser out of his eye. I was like, that was a pretty good part
Yeah,
too.
there are. I mean, like shit like that is like when this game wants to overcomplicate Mortal Kombat lore is when like it loses me in a real way. Because like it uses the whole like Arcana thing to be like now like this is how everyone gets special powers, even though half these characters like don't actually have special powers. And then it uses this to be like,
Yeah.
so that way everyone can talk down to Sonya Blade for 2 hours, even though Sonya Blade's the only person getting shit done. Um,
Yeah.
it's not a particularly entertaining movie.
It was
I don't
okay.
think.
There was some stuff that was slower, but I think I generally had a good time. I also watched it for free on the internet. I didn't give HBO Max their blood money for another month.
Sure.
Thanks, online internet. Cole Young was kind of boring. I thought he was just.
Cole,
I wish he had
Cole
just
Young?
turned into Sub Zero or I wish he had just turned into Scorpion at the end because he's like one of Scorpion's descendants or something.
Yeah. Cole Young doesn't make sense. Like, I don't understand why you'd put Cole Young in this movie. Because you have audience surrogates already. And so by introducing Cole Young, you just like put the characters who usually are the audience surrogate, like Liu Kang, in the background. So like Liu Kang doesn't do shit. Uh, oh, in this movie in any real way.
Yeah, I think that's like one of the strengths of the first movie is like Johnny Cage, Sonya, and Liu Kang are just like had like a really good chemistry in that movie.
And like I don't know, the whole thing with Cole Young being that he has to see his family in peril so that way he gets like what is actually just plot armor, is
Yes.
not super good to me.
Yeah, I thought his family was just gonna die, and then he was gonna get his whatever the fuck thing. I was like, I would be very disappointed if they just murdered his family. But I like the guy who was Liu Kang. He was the Black Ranger in that Power Rangers reboot from 2017, I think it was. That dude was fucking shredded.
Yeah.
And Liu Kang's fireball is very good. Kung Lao throwing his hat down and splitting Melina in his half, also very cool. At least
No, that was a harpy. That was just
oh no, that
a
wasn't
harpy
Melina.
character.
That was other lady.
No, Melina gets like her entire midsection blown out because Sonya gets like the mark and then gets her power, even though like again a character who doesn't have powers, and then just comes out randomly and blasts Melina's spine.
Yeah, no, I meant the Kung Lao fatality was cool though. That's what I was meant.
I mean, it was cool up until they had him like say flawless victory.
Hey man, they said that in the other ones too. It's terrible.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't that good.
No.
Like in the other ones, it was silly enough that it worked.
Fatality. This is for Kung Lao? I don't know. It was fine. I would wish this was a TV show instead of a movie. I just want more of it. That's okay. To real news. Microsoft removed their Xbox Live Gold requirement for free-to-play games today, and that makes me very happy because there are times when I'm just like not on Gold, and I just want to play an online co-op game. Yeah. Or I think this might be like I think Destiny might actually be without Gold because I think on PlayStation you need PlayStation Plus to play it, but I think you might not need. I had a full list of these. I can't find them. 1 second. Yeah, let's see. I think it was like Crackdown 1 and 2, Fortnite, Apex, Warframe, DC Universe Online. It's a bunch of stuff. Like, cool. 2 Human is free to play on the Xbox Live Store, so you can just, like, play that. I thought that was funny. I forgot they had thrown that on there.
I don't even know what... Oh, it's that one.
Yeah, 2 Humans, okay. That weird... I don't even know who fucking developed this game. It was supposed to be, like, a 3-part trilogy. It was, like, Silicon Knights game in fucking 2008. Originally planned for the PS1. Jesus. Yeah, it was based off in like Norse mythology, I guess. It's kind of like baby Warframe is what I'll call it. That's how I think of it. Because you're kind of jumping around, you're dual wielding, and you're hitting people with your sword. And your armor looks cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is like a good way to help like sort of grow your online user base. I mean, not that they need to grow necessarily, but that's always the objective behind moves like this. Yeah.
Which they hadn't been for a while. They're kind of keeping up with PlayStation. I know a lot of people were saying that they should completely get rid of the paying for online for PlayStation and Xbox, but I think they want the money too much. I could see Xbox going away with it if like they did something else with Game Pass. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think like the pay structure for online is going to change anytime soon. Like a good thing that is also part of this rollout though is that this is also unlocking the like private party chats on Xbox, which is great because I cannot do game chat again.
Yeah, back to game chat. Hey,
I could never do that.
Yeah. Let's see, the PlayStation Store for PS3 and PS Vita is not actually shutting down. This is it's coming in April 19th, I guess. Was that originally they were going to close those down in June or July. So the PSP store is staying closed in June. Yeah, but they're not shutting down the PS3 and the PS Vita store, which is, hey, it's cool. I was scrounging around trying to go to GameStops to try and pick up PS3 games, but apparently they stopped taking like legacy games in, which was kind of a bummer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. I mean, I get it. Like GameStop is, if like in a world where GameStop is doing better than it has been, I think maybe that doesn't happen. But like in the history we have of GameStop, I can see why they would stop accepting PlayStation 3 games and 360 games.
I'm surprised they weren't just gonna start accepting them when this news came out, though. Like there was definitely like I was on eBay looking at stuff and prices were hiked up pretty high. But I mean, I'm gonna go check some retro stores. In my wake of like looking at like what legacy games I had, I was like, yeah, I need to get these those PS2 collections they put out on PS3. They did like the God of War collection, Jack and Daxter, Sly Cooper, and Ratchet. I think I'm just missing like the physical copy of that Ratchet and Clank thing. They look nice. Hey, fine. Let's see. Also, oh yeah, there's the still on PlayStation is that PlayStation Firewalk Studios announced publishing partnership for a new IP for a original multiplayer game. And I think Firewalk Studios started in 2018, and they were like Destiny.
Yeah, like a lot of X Destiny, X. Like they sort of go about the accolades that they have people working on. So they have like Mass Effect, Destiny, Apex, Call of Duty.
Yeah, and I'm on this PlayStation blog page, and the studio head Tony Husu was talking about like his love of Phantasy Star Online, or talking about Rock Band and like Left 4 Dead and Diablo 2, just a bunch of different multiplayer games that they like. Talking about just kind of different stuff like that.
They're really trying to sell you on their passion here.
They've got a lot of passion, Austin. They just want to, he goes out and is like, yeah, from server 9 on Phantasy Star Online. Hey.
I mean, yeah, it's like, what else is he going to talk about, though? Like, they don't have like the studio does not have a portfolio yet. Like, they do as individuals, but like Firewalk Studio does not have like a portfolio that they can sort of brag about.
Yeah, and I don't think PlayStation really has like a multiplayer focused like exclusive. Most of their stuff, they got their single player stuff, and like Uncharted has like a multiplayer mode, but that's like not something that sticks around longer than like a year, I think. So that should be cool. And I think Microsoft's only ones are like, Halo and Gears of War whenever they come out. So I always think it's interesting.
Sony's got Godfall.
Oh yeah, they have Godfall. Thanks, Gearbox. Killing it. Sony is also testing a PlayStation video streaming service in Poland. It's called PlayStation Plus Video Pass. I didn't really look to see what kind of movies were on here, but it's got 15 movies and 6 TV shows owned by Sony. So, I don't know. Maybe it's something like that if you just have PS Plus already, here's some movies.
Yeah, well, that's the idea, right? So, like, over the course of this year, they'll be trying this service out, and like every 3 months, they're going to add more content onto here. Because like Sony publishes a lot of movies, and they do like own Funimation, and should like this deal work out, like Crunchyroll,
Yeah, that could be cool. I think like for me, I don't want to pay for more than like 1 or 2 streaming services. That's just at my budget.
I mean, yeah. So like this could potentially be something that's like, like a number of their movies, like a sort of changing catalog maybe, and like a premium, like a ability to demo some shows that you can find more of at like Crunchyroll or Funimation.
Yeah, it's true.
is what this could be.
The other thing coming up is that Epic Game Store expanded their library of what they're carrying. So they have Discord, and they also have itch.io on there, which I'm trying to think how many. There's a lot of games on itch.io.
Yeah, itch.io is a pretty large like independent distribution site for games.
There's over 200,000 games on itch.io, and that was from like 2019. So there's probably more than that right now. But I think that's a pretty cool way to like get more eyes on itch.io, possibly. You know, I don't know. It's great. They have a great gaming catalog. I love itch.io.
I know, it's just fantastic. Yeah, and this is more or less just an attempt to make, like, to expand the way, like, where the Epic Games storefront can compete and, like, what it actually is. Like, they want this to be the equivalent of the App Store in a few years. Like, the iOS Apple App Store.
Yeah. So that'd be cool. Sorry, I'm losing my voice a little bit. 1 second. All right. What else is on here? I think DICE was kind of talking about Battlefield 2 or 3 days ago. The developers were teasing that they're going to have a reveal soon. And they were talking about that they're going to have 2 different games releasing. They're going to have their regular Battlefield game in 2021. And I think their second game is either going to be a free-to-play thing to kind of like match Warzone, or it's this. They were talking about a mobile game too, which is coming out in 2022. And I'm curious if that mobile game is separate from the 2 games, or if they're gonna do something free-to-play. For Battlefield, I would love it if, like, on the free-to-play thing, they had like a Warzone thing for the people who are into that, and then one rotating map from like the paid version of Battlefield where you could just kind of try it to get people into like the paid Battlefield. I think that would be like a interesting way to give people like a look at that. And they're also talking about like higher player counts and like more destruction, which is something that the destruction especially hasn't been as prevalent since like Battlefield 4 had some stuff, but it was like the Levolution. Whereas, like, I missed the dynamic destruction that, like, Bad Company 2 had, where you just shoot a grenade launcher at a wall and make a hole so you can shoot people.
Yeah, and this isn't like the idea of like a multi-title like Battlefield Initiative is like a good move. Like they kind of have to do that because like I imagine for the next at least 5 years, like every Call of Duty release is going to be accompanied with something like new and improvement hitting Warzone. So they kind of have to try to hit something like that.
Yeah, and I've got some numbers that like Warzone it just keeps getting bigger, along with like Apex and stuff. I mean, they're also free to play. You know, who knows what like the player populations are, but I guess they were hitting like 100 million players, whereas for comparison, Fortnite has like 350 million unique players as of May 2020. So I thought those were interesting numbers.
Yeah, and they're also boasting about like the team size because it's like I think one of the first, I don't know if one of the first, but like it's a noted like initiative between EA Studios.
Oh yeah, like Criterion is helping out on it, and there was one other studio working on it. Let me see if I can find it.
I know there are 2 DICE studios working on it. So it's here it's Gothenburg and LA.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a 4th one. Yeah, DICE LA, Gothenburg, DICE, and Criterion. Okay, so there's 3 DICE studios helping. Oh, EA, Gothenburg, DICE Los Angeles, and then DICE. I don't know. They're shooting for the moon for this one. It's the first time they've done modern military since 2013. So that's like a lot of people are really ready for that. And in a year where like this could be the Call of Duty World War II setting, they might have like a good chance to get some people. Battlefield's never been as popular as Call of Duty. Like Call of Duty just intrinsically has like really good numbers because of like its popularity and stuff. So I'm excited to play it. Hey, that's what I bought this Xbox for. But I don't want to pay for gold. I don't want to pay for gold, Austin. They can't make me.
I mean, yeah, you don't have to pay for gold. You just might not get, stuff. I don't know. I don't know what gold offers anymore.
Yeah, I'm curious if this EA Ultimate, what was it called? Fucking on EA on Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, you get access to the EA Play stuff. I wonder if this will come to it, because a couple of like the Mass Effect Legendary Edition is coming day and date with that subscription. So I wonder if their new stuff will come to it, kind of like how Game Pass has been with certain things. Did you watch that Apex trailer from a couple days ago?
Yeah, I did.
It's pretty cool. Into it.
They said that they were bringing a lot of Titanfall into Apex, and they're doing that.
Yeah, they have one of the pilots you kill in Titanfall 2. It's his daughter. Is one of the new characters you're playing as.
Yeah, that's like the new character they announced is Valkyrie, who is the daughter of a boss fight in Titanfall 2. But at the arenas trailer, the Apex Legends Legacy sort of arena mode teaser that they have going, the character who narrates that trailer is a character from Titanfall 2.
Oh, nice. What was that other thing you were talking? The Apex Legends Legacy?
Yeah, it's like the... Let's see. Yeah, it's this 3-minute trailer. It's on the top of the...
Oh, okay, yeah, gotcha. I thought it was a game mode, sorry.
I mean, it is teasing a game mode, is what it feels like.
Yeah, they were talking about a newer, something shorter. I hope it's just a multiplayer,
Tomorrow.
Yeah, it comes out tomorrow. I hope it's a regular multiplayer thing, not a battle royale. But I think they're all.
It is saying go beyond battle royale.
That could mean anything at this point.
I mean, I know.
I hope it's a team deathmatch thing. That would be amazing. I would love it. I would play a bunch.
Battle royale, but bigger.
Super battle royale. Who's this fucker with a mustache? Is this a skin for someone? I don't know. Some guy with an eye patch.
Specific. I don't know how to.
It's okay. Call of Duty had some shit going on. They have a new map in Call of Duty Warzone. A nuclear blast went off and flipped the map, and now everything's in the 80s because Black Ops, I guess. But yeah, they destroyed Verdansk, which is kind of like a Fortnite thing that they do, where they have this big in-game event to announce their new map.
You can't just... You have to do something special. You can't just take away the thing. Fortnite's completely ruined that for anyone to just be here's the new thing. You're no, you have to make it a whole event.
Yeah, and I've had some stuff saying that Raven has been hiring like crazy to help support Warzone's growth. And I guess Raven was normally a support studio for some of the Call of Duties.
Yeah, Raven's been helping with Call of Duty multiplayer since they decided to stop letting Raven make games.
Yeah. So I guess they've been helping on Warzone since Modern Warfare launched in 2018. So yeah. Hey, it's going well for them. I don't play Warzone a lot, but I'm sure there are a lot of people who are really into that. The solo experience always ends up being really... just being I don't want to play this. I'm lazy. Fuck it. I just want to respawn. Come on.
Yeah, I get it.
Let's see. What's up?
Not much.
Okay.
They just got dogs doing stuff. They're excited. Family just got home.
Gotcha. I had a story here as well. Is that so? CD Projekt Red only refunded about 30,000 copies of Cyberpunk 2. This is according to Ian Walker on Kotaku. I thought it was gonna be a lot more. Apparently, that's only about 2.17 million.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's not surprising, right? Like I think on average, people aren't as like I don't want to say not like aware, but like they don't interact with companies on the level of like social media in a real way, where like some people might not know that they could have done a refund for Cyberpunk, and also depending on who you bought it from, the refund process goes from being opaque to almost just incredibly convoluted, you know?
Yeah, and I'm curious. I'm guessing a bunch of people might have traded this in back to GameStop for whatever they usually give you like $30 or $40 for like a new release. So maybe some people just got some store credit, waited for something else. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, that wouldn't necessarily surprise me because it's easier to do um, than like go through CD Projekt's whole like refund program that they set up, which yeah was like a mess from the get go when you consider distribution partners and like whether or not they would allow that.
Yeah, and I heard the Xbox was like the easiest one to get a refund on. Like even I
Oh
got
yeah,
a refund for like that enlisted game I played, and it was pretty easy to send a ticket in for it.
oh yeah. Um, yeah, whereas like Sony, like it was impossible to get a refund on Sony for a while until they decided to completely take it from the store. And then you have like trying to get the process done through Amazon, and that's yeah.
Well, yeah, where they're just like, hey, you keep the game, we'll give you the money, but you have to send us a photo of you breaking the game.
Was that a thing?
No, no, I'm just joking. Um,
I was just about to say it sounds real enough. Like
could
something
be
like
real
no,
we
we
Yeah,
can give you the money, but you have to show you're not having fun anymore.
I never had fun. Let's see. This other thing is Jeff Kaplan from Blizzard. He was previously the director of Overwatch. Has left after 19 years. I think they were saying they probably have a year and a half left on Overwatch 2. Guess he's been in the studio in development doing this for a while. Didn't say who's taking over.
Aaron Keller.
Aaron Keller. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know people are gonna miss how like he was very forward facing with like updates and like stuff going on in Overwatch. So I hope they kind of continue that forward, even though he's not there.
Yeah, I don't think like we'll get the same sort of quirkiness, right? Like Jeff Kaplan sitting in front of a fireplace for several hours. I don't think we'll get anything like that
Talking about
anymore.
these updates
Why
to these
he
characters.
wasn't even talking is the thing. Like for most of that presentation, he's just sitting there silently.
Oh, okay, I thought he
Um,
was doing like the thing that the guy with Smash Brothers does, where he's like talking about updates for characters for 40 minutes.
no, he wasn't even like speaking. Um,
Interesting.
from what I watched. So like I don't think we'll get stuff like that anymore. But I imagine they'll still have to be pretty upfront about updates, considering how big a platform Overwatch is, and like now they have to also manage the
Yeah.
differences between Overwatch 2 and the first game.
All right, now I have a question for you, Austin.
Mm,
Do you have an Android phone?
no.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I guess you can't get into this early beta for The Witcher Go, or the real name, The Witcher: The Monster Slayer, which is their like ARG game where you're
Yeah, I'm real
crafting
broken up about
potions,
it.
I guess, and looking at tree folk.
I'm real broken up about not being able to go to a park and murder a lesson on my phone.
It's true. It's true. You don't want to have your eyes turn into Witcher eyes whenever you see a monster, Austin. Like
Jeez.
this guy in this trailer who,
Yeah,
with his arm tattoo and long
gotta say
hair.
I've never liked the cat eye look, so I'm glad I won't be able to subject myself to that. I'll be able to let my phone turn my eyes into
Yeah,
cat eyes. It's
it's true.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's still a weird game. I still think it's just a weird idea.
I don't. It's probably not going to go over well. Maybe in like European markets it might be bigger. I don't know. I don't know. All these Polish people who read the books are like, yes, I get to be Witcher now. That was a bad impression. All right. Last story I have is 12 EA games are getting a boost on the Xbox Series X and S platforms. 120 frames per second boost. So this is going to be Titanfall 2, Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2, Garden Warfare 1 and 2, and Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5. I think this is Mirror's Edge 2, Unravel 2, and some other Plants vs. Zombies stuff. But I thought that was cool. I kind of want to hop into one of these and take a look at it, but it's always a bummer going into these multiplayer games later because you don't have any of the upgrades and you're just kind of fucked. But
Well, I mean, I think I would say, like, Titanfall 2 is something you can jump into and be all right.
Yeah, I was about to say I could jump into that campaign and see how that runs. I might download that.
Well, I mean, even multiplayer, it's like, as long as you understand the movement of Titanfall 2, you'll be fine.
Yeah. And so that's cool. They're kind of doing that after Microsoft had their FPS boost going with the Bethesda games. So good on them.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that the first Titanfall is getting this kind of support, because I tried to play that on Game Pass through EA Play, and that did not lead to anything.
There's nobody playing.
No one playing. I got like 3 different error messages. I couldn't find a game.
Gotcha. Well, that's the news for the week, I guess. Yeah. Quick, short week. So.
I mean, it's everything we got through news well enough.
It's true. Alright, we will be back for Gaming Impressions. I'm at Travis23 Doyle on Twitter.
If you really need to find me, you can find me at
Alright, catch y'all next week.